Welcome back to 5 Minute Knives, the channel that's been trolling you guys for the last few videos. Today, we're going to talk about a Knerfel sent in by a friend, the Hogue EX-02 in a hood handle. But first, let's tell you guys some custom sheaths. And we're back! Okay, hopefully we sold some sheaths, and let's get into the Hogue EX-02 wood handle in 154 CPM steel. Rockwell of 57 to 59 hardness. This is a spear point design, as you can see over here. Okay. It's got a bit of a glass breaker right there. Also, I would like to thank Worksharp real quickly for sending me all these nice little stickers, right? And this is after I did the Ken Onion Knaf Sharpener. Or actually, should I say we had a guest host. That was Cat Food McDonough, who reviewed the Ken Onion electric belt-driven knife and tool sharpener. Okay? And I know you guys really like him. He may be a recurring guest. So thank you, Worksharp. They sent me a thing saying we like you too. And I really like them. I'll include these stickers in the next few sheath orders because I like you guys. And that's that. Okay, Hogue EX-02. My boy wants this back to him. This is sent in by Josh Fields, and he sent other stuff into the channel before. We got an awesome glass breaker at the end here. Can you guys see that pretty well? Look. Boom. That thing's nasty. Hogue's awesome. These are wood handles, and the blade material, like I said, handle is wood. What kind of wood are we using here? It doesn't say. Josh, let us know in the comments what kind of wood this is. But it's pretty. I like the pocket clip. Check out the studs right there. The clip sits really nicely. Very smooth finish on this. You have a lock right here, essentially turning this sucker into a fixed blade. This is a liner lock. Looks about to be about halfway lockup. The lockup is really interesting on this son of a gun too. Can you guys see that? And from the side, this is really easy to actuate. So I like this. So you got to unlock it, like so. Just got this. There you go. And this is in collaboration with Sig Sauer. Came in this cool, funky little Sig case here. And this is a beast, man. It's like a tall, high saber grind, spear point. And one thing that Josh was telling me is that Hogue has quickly become one of his favorite companies to buy from, which is interesting. You know, you don't hear many people say Hogue is their favorite. This is cool. This knife was designed by Alan Eichwitz, and he made a hell of a knife. This thing's pretty beastly, to be totally honest with you. Retails on Blade HQ right now for $220, but I don't shop there, so it doesn't affect me. I don't know what you can get this for elsewhere. He said he found a hell of a deal elsewhere for a gift. And this seems to be... Is this missing a couple of screws here, bud? Oh no, that's for the pocket clip. So you can switch the pocket clip right here. Sorry. Took me a second. The pivot's really funky too. Check out the pivot. That's cool, man. This is cool. This is a really cool knife. Nice action. Really nice, like, kind of chamfered jimping on the top here. It's a handsome knife. He says this is his favorite. Now the flipper sticks out a little bit. And this could be a bit of a hot spot if you're flipping it all day. But look what it does to the action. It really gets it out there. This big old blade comes flying out. My medium-large mitts fit just fine on this sucker. You got an index point right here to really bear down if you have to in a kind of a saber grip. Other than that, it's very hand-filling. Kind of a taller blade, which I really like. I like the stonewash on it. Josh, this is a really nice freaking knife, man. So, bit of a wham-bammer, guys. Is it worth the $220? Well, that's up to you. What do you feel about 154 cm steel? What do you feel about Hogue? How do you feel about the wood grips, which, by the way, have some really cool, almost like a 1911 style texture here. And this is just a handsome knife, man. Look how nice that is. Very nice. He hit me up recently saying, hey, man, you got that video done? I'd like that knife back. And I don't really blame him. This is one of those knives you want back if you send it out. So I appreciate you for sending this in, bud. It's got a little gunk on the actual blade itself because Josh actually uses it. But this thing is a razor blade. By the way, I hate that term. This thing is a laser beam, put it that way. It feels like a laser beam. It kind of feels like my Endura in the K390 steel. This thing also a bit of a laser beam. And this edge feels similar, although it is done a bit cleaner than Spyderco. And that's something he remarked, that Hogue does their edges right. And I believe him. Josh knows his knives. I'm not a big Hogue guy, mainly because of the budget, but also because not many have come through for review yet. So guys, send your knives in for a review if you want to hear my thoughts and make an evergreen video immortalizing your knife, as this one is. I don't know what he calls it, what its name is, but you should name this one. It's pretty awesome. Very light in the hand. It wants to move. It's quick, easy to deploy, easy to actuate the liner lock. Comes out with authority. Nice, nasty click on that thing. Bit of a pucker factor. And you got a bit of a swedge right here on the top of the blade, which is really nice too, to cut down on a little bit of the weight. Also, it's a very nice design. So I would say this knife, if you have $1 million laying around. Oh, by the way, here's the back. Not bad. Spacer looks really funky, and here's your spot for your lanyard. I know you were going to ask. There's your lanyard spot right there. All I can think of right now, guys, you got that cool step-down glass breaker here, which I love the look of. You know, almost Kubotan-like. This is a nice less-than-lethal option, so they say, but I don't know. I would rather take this end than this end in a tater-digging, French fry-making scrapperoon, because this, to me, I believe would put the tater down indefinite lar, or the tater just gets a few stitches. This, the tater's getting umpteen surgeries throughout the rest of their life with lingering side effects. In my opinion, pretty nasty stuff. Boom or boom. Badass knife. I like it. Thank you for sending it in, bud. Really appreciate you, and I'll get this back in the mail tomorrow morning for you. Guys, that's it for me, and I'll see you next time on 5 Minute Canoe Fleece.